again. Mm. Well, it has been. Oh God, just sleeping and these downloads and why I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot going on. Uh oh, body's changing, everything is changing. Upgrades for sure. Oh, and then the bliss is coming in now in my tongue. I bit my tongue. Oh God. Okay. We are gonna do live readings. We got caught up with those that were doing. We did it outside of the live reading. I have some people that paid, and I know that they wanted their readings yesterday or the day they paid, but I had no internet access. Lost internet access, um, and then when I finally got internet, my phone switched up, and it's like that now, and it's terrible. Um, so guys, don't mind me. When you bite your tongue, it's just the worst. It's nothing major, but you'd be surprised how irritating that can be. So if I talk a little funny, that's why, because I'm like, oh, come on, and I gotta take halls to cool the inflammation. Mm. Hmm. It's not one thing, it's another. But I am going to, always will, continue to soldier on. Let me put it here. Mhm. Okay, is that too high? That might be too high. Is that too high? That's too high. Hi, everybody. I'm going to say hello in a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to fuck around going in and out of the air because something's happening. The weather is just not normal. It is not. And I know people are talking about it. This is really weird. And these weather patterns, it's a storm. And on YouTube, on Tarot Land, every tarot reader is talking about this storm. And they keep mentioning Mother Nature and something like omnibus that's about to happen. And it involves nature and a natural disaster. And I think people don't want to talk about it. They are in denial because you can feel it. And when I look at the clouds and the gray cloud, and I look at the trees, it's that fabric of space time pulling that supernova that occurred in the constellation of Cassiopeia. We're feeling the effects of that burning star. Still a few years away before we see the light, it's traveling. I forgot how far Cassiopeia is in light years. I know I think it's further than Cyrus. Cyrus is 8 light years. I think Cassiopeia might be maybe double that or triple that. But it is like an exploding star. It's a massive star because you can see it, the light. It might be in 2024 when supposedly these beings are supposed to be arrive here. Even though I've been told by some other extraterrestrials that communicate with me and other tarot readers have been also communicated by these same beings. Half of them are already here. The other half that's coming with the spaceships, that's the dramatic, like, end result. Yeah, I don't like to talk too much about it because even to me, it sounds outrageous. It just sounds so outrageous. And Spirit told me, we'll get out of that habit of looking at it that way because it's coming. I'm like, oh, damn. Well, the good thing is that they know what they're gonna do when they're here. Oops, they know what they're gonna do when they're here, and they're not gonna be here to hurt innocent people. That is a welcome relief. How's that? I think that's better. Okay, I have Janice Rocker. Hey, Janice. No, I mean Janice Phillips. That a reading. We're gonna do it now. Asia Rocker from who put in ZELLE. And that's it. Anyone else? You know what to do. Go to the Cash App of ZELLE. And in the meantime, or if I don't get any live readings, I will go and do the downloads. The work is already on the board. And thank you, and please donate. Thank you so much. This is a lot of work, And the Spirit wants me to now do downloads or go on the air and talk about them at 4 a.m. in the morning, Texas time. There's some extraterrestrials from Atlantis that are here and that are going to give me more downloads on Atlantis. The same ones that gave me the download on the Looper and the Portal, which is the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Triangle. And I didn't go too deep into it because there's more. But I don't know. I just felt that it wasn't safe. Yeah, the government is looking too, and the Vatican. So I'm gonna put a lot of this stuff in my Patreon channel, which I've been neglected for months because of the attacks I've been under in my companies. So, but I'm gonna be doing the Patreon tonight, uploading videos, 4 videos a month, and I'm going to be putting a lot of that stuff there. I really don't want to do that because I want this to be free, you know. Definitely got all 56,000 of you in Patreon. I have a few, and I because of the attacks. But now that it's over and we just got debris we're just dealing with, I can reinstate the Patreon. I lost a lot of subscribers. That was really a hindrance. I lost a lot of subscribers in Instagram too, in the thousands. Then this was a test to either destroy me or my companies and everything I stand for and my wealth. But of course, I survived the test because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the love of knowledge and the love of passion, and also for the love of the planet and wanting to raise its vibrations by raising the vibrations of its people. That is what I'm here to do. And that's why I came all the way from Cyrus to do. So, which is very similar to Earth, very Earth-like planet. So I'm staying true to course. You know, I don't care if I have to be limping, dragging, you know, limbs, you know, like what I'm gonna get the work done. And fame, money, women, men, none of that will serve as a distraction for me. Okay? Okay, so let's get started. It's gonna be a long night. I'm also gonna talk tonight on how to manifest abundance, how to manifest whatever you want, and actually give you some of the keys as to how to do it. I did mention in the past that the book, The Secret, and that whole thing, you know, it was very crazy. But no one is running to actually do it. No one is running. With an information like that, you would think that people will be in drones, manifesting what they want through visualization and bringing it. And they're not. No, that knowledge of the secret, they made a documentary movie of it. And, the book, it's a great book. But it was a great craze. But then it died down and nobody talks about it too much. You would think that something like that will be revolutionary. I'm going to tell you why it has died down and why you don't hear anybody giving testimonies of manifesting. I'll tell you why in 1 second. Come on in. Come on in. I know. I have to open the door for you. I swear, I think I'm going crazy. I'm having full-fledged conversations with Simon. He was outside by the pool area. Yeah, I'm right here. Come on in. I have to open the door for him to come in because he'll leave all day long and come to eat and shit. And then goes back out to with his buddies. Why? It's creepy how I understand his meows. What's the matter? Where are you? I hear you. Where are you? I don't know why people call me when I'm on a live stream. I say, don't do that. They do it all the time. Might be an app too. Because then the reception is so weak here that I'm scared of leaving the line even for a minute. Because damn. What, Simon? What is it? Oh my God. I gave him his food. I gave him his water. I gave him his snacks. He was out all day. He needs attention. He's a Leo, you know. I have to close the door. It's late. All right. I forget he's still a baby, even though it's been now I think a year, going on 2 years since the past time. Time is traveling fast. Everybody. Mm-mm. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's gonna be an interest. Hopefully. I don't know if many of you like the tree of life. When I talk about the tree of life, I haven't gotten a feel for you guys as to if you really like to hear this or not. But it is important, just like we go to school and we learn about our planet, right? Like the land, the ocean. We should know about our solar system. We should know everything that there is to know about our solar system, since we have other beings that are not from this solar system and probably know more about it than we do. And this is our home, right? That's another reason why I'm motivated to do this. And again, I'm an astrologer and I am an occultist, but occultists don't broadcast the occult. That's why it's the occult. But God is doing something different now, and it's not just me. I'm just the one that's probably doing it at the extreme, But there are many, many, many light workers that are now being rerouted from their course or whatever it is that they're doing, whatever kind of light work is that they're doing. They're being halted by God, saying, no, it's time to spill out the beans of the occult and bring it all out, because everything has a season. This knowledge, arcane knowledge, mystical knowledge, cosmic knowledge, ancient knowledge, was appropriate to be occult. But humanity is far more advanced today than they were even 200 years ago. And certain occult truths that was closed in order to protect the general public is now going to be made public, because this generation at this time and age is ready to receive or to Kabbalah this type of information. Not everybody, but most of humanity is ready. These kinds of mysteries were not meant to stay in the occult forever, just to protect the innocent, the vulnerable, and also to be used and harnessed by a select few of initiates that have received a 33-degree mastery of whatever occult subject it is that they are stewardship. So, yeah, that's that. I think humanity now is far more astute and spiritually malleable than, let's say, 1950s, 40s, where you can even talk about sex openly. Right? In TV shows, they show couples that were married sleeping in separate beds in the bedroom instead of both of them together in the bed. That began in the 70s. So we've moved a long way from being prudish to now being open-minded and being spiritually minded, which is why these occult truths have to be made available so that we can make intelligent decisions about nature and the world around us. Because we have been taught, all of us since school, only certain information that is necessary for us to survive and coexist, but not to be and enjoy being God in human form or heaven on earth. That kind of happiness is not going to happen by the piecemeal education we've been given. You have to know all truth. I mean, it does say the truth shall set you free. And that's really what's meant by that. Okay, let's begin with Asia Rocker. Asia Rocker. Asia Rocker. Okay, Asia. Asia Rocker, I prepared and I'm familiar with your spirit beforehand. Okay, and did the cleansing. Let me clear space. I thought I brought the bell, yeah, but I didn't. Okay, spirit. Space. There's an onyx and obsidian stone, and here we go. Okie dokie. We're going to examine the immediate past, the current energy surrounding you, the challenge to that energy, the outcome, and then what's in store for you for the immediate future. And we have, let's cut the deck. Yeah. We have the world to the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. The world means that a cycle is over. The world also means public platform, like having a channel, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. People forget that a lot of tarot readers might not know that because I don't hear them mentioning it too much. But the world is also a public platform in some way, shape, form, or another. Okay. Um, the halo of protection, the green surrounding it, and the innocence that you may have, the symbol of the woman naked inside, with tremendous intuitive and psychic gifts, the blue surrounding the card that you can use to make money, the green awning or surrounding the woman, right? So you have opportunities to make money by doing something that's spiritually based with all the blue here or intuition that can reach the four corners of the globe with the four cherubs in the card. So the card has a very, very deep esoteric meaning. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in the upright means poverty, financial ruin, being left out in the cold. Here is the opposite. You're being saved and spared from that. You really dodged the bullet here with that one. So, okay, so something closed, a cycle closed for you, Asia, and you dodged the bullet with something. And now prosperity should come to you naturally, depending on what it is that you want to do with your life or at this moment in time. At the back of the deck, we have Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So let's see what went on here, Asia. I went to school with someone in high school. Her name was Roxy Rocker. It was the only time I ever heard that name. Now I'm going to remember you distinctively because you have that name, Rocker. All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles. So there's either money or a business opportunity or an investment opportunity that has been blocked or delayed or postponed with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, the Fool. The Fool is about moving to calmer waters, right? Moving to calmer waters and starting anew. In the reverse, you're stuck. And you might be stuck because there's no money or opportunities for you to move forward and start something new. That this could be a new job, or a new life, a new beginning. So something here was blocked or postponed, and it was done purposely. Hold on, let me put on the just in case. Just in case. Oh, I hate that thing. Yeah. Okay, and let's put you over here. I think that'll work. The devil is a liar. Oh, let me get the rosy quartz. Go ahead, move now, bitch. Yeah. I'm spoken too soon. Perfect. Perfecto mundo. Okay. All right, and then we have Leo, strength in the reverse. This in the immediate past might have weakened you or depressed you, that you couldn't move forward because there was no opportunity or it was blocked or some money was denied to you, owed to you, blocked, so things of that nature. That was in the immediate past. Let us take a closer look at the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and find out what this was. Was this business? Was this money? Was this inheritance? What was it? Discussion has been here. Yes, come in. Let's see. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse? This is a Taurus card, and it is the slowest moving card in the deck. Just follow the floor. Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away, or you walked away. Either you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking about. Oops. Interesting. Another card's not supposed to be here. The Hierophant, a Taurus energy. So there's something traditional, or this could be a Taurus person that you had to walk away from because there was some kind of level of lie or deception or toxicity here. There was something here that was unfair, okay? Because I'm not getting the Hierophant, the priest and established knowns, dogma. No, I'm getting here the Hierophant next to Eight of Cups. This is a Taurus, a person here. Who did this? And this is a Taurus card. So someone who had the power to affect you, but and stop you from receiving some kind of blessing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 10 of Swords. You've been betrayed. Either you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking about, which has made you weak or has made some foundation, or you or someone you know, or a situation a little weak. And you are still in this energy of being betrayed and the sting that comes with that. Okay, read Psalm number 3 and Psalm number 7. Psalm number 3 and Psalm number 7 to begin the process of healing from this betrayal. What was this betrayal? Let's find out what this betrayal was about. Okay. Excuse-moi. Okay. Let's see. The United States Tarot. I got over 70 tarot decks, each one for specific reasons. Okay. What is this betrayal? What is this betrayal? Who betrayed you? Either you, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking about. Yeah, the Fool. So you were going to take a leap forward, or you're taking a leap forward and moving away from the situation because of this Ten of Swords. Or you might have been going a whole new direction and someone got jealous of that and tried to stop it by messing with your money and by messing with your opportunities, or even trying to mess with your health with the Strength card in the reverse. It's almost like you were blocked from moving forward, or this was the intent. Yeah, because we're doing with betrayal here. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we are. Yep. Okay, so let's see just a little more. Mm-hmm. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. You have to defend yourself, stand your ground, protect yourself from somebody. It's not here yet, or a situation. And you try to move away from the situation to calmer waters and be safer, after this betrayal. There's a woman here, like a mother figure, aunt figure. She could be a mother, very manipulative lady, but you're on the fence whether to trust this person or not. Either you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking about. Oh my God. There is the Ten of Swords, betrayal. Ten of Swords, betrayal. So definitely this explains what this is, or what this was in the immediate past. Okay. You're still very fresh in this betrayal energy. You might need to do like bubble baths, floral baths, go out to nature, do something festive, reconnect with friends, something to begin the healing process. Know that whatever this was is you're going to be vindicated. Either you or someone you know. Oh, here we go. We got the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands. And if you look at here, like a little smirk on him. Like, yeah, I got you. Like, you got a little smirk on him. Okay? As you can see, the Knight is young people. But this could be an older person acting in this young, immature energy. Notice that the throne is too big for him, or he's too small for the throne because he's not yet reached king status. And of course, guess what's here? Virgo. And this person is acting like a Prince of Wands. Immature energy. And there's the moon here. This person is doing moon magic. This is it doesn't have to be a Virgo, but there's definitely a man that's immature or childish, and is either he knows spells or he knows someone that does, and they're trying to block you from moving forward. And this is also part of what this betrayal is about. Uh-huh. Funny how I'm not getting no cups and no romantic cards. So I'm not getting the feeling that this is romantically based, but then at the same time, because the king is here, the hermit is here, and the knight of wands is here, lets me to believe that it is. And it was done in secret. It's like this person is a secret hater. This person is jealous of your strength. 4. Very jealous. There is the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Your wish fulfillment, love, money, sex, children, everything is blocked because of the spell work done by this Virgo person. And then there's the Taurus person involved too. Uh-huh. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we know what this betrayal is about. 2 more? No. Why? Three of Wands. Something is coming for you. You're gonna. This is the 3 of Wands for me is another victory card for me, because the victory card with the wands is the 6 of Wands, but 3 is half of 6. So this is a small win, and then you have a big win, which is the 6 of Wands. So you're getting something, and you followed your intuition about something. Look at all that blue. Look at all that blue, and then the white. The divine came through and showed you something that gave you an upper hand. Or if you did not, you will. And this betrayal is going to be 10 times worse for this person, because you're going to move forward and you're going to heal from it. Especially when we enter this new moon. I believe it's in Libra. 6. Ooh, 7. 7. 1. And we have the 7 of Swords. Someone lied to you and stole from you. 7 of Swords is trickery. Someone lies, steals, is sneaky, and this was done covertly, behind the scenes. And I'm getting the same smirk energy with this young King of Wands. Like he got away with something. Nope, he didn't get away with shit. Or she or he. Like, did not get away with it. Uh-huh. So we know now what this betrayal was. Okay? It's like a power struggle here. We're gonna put this back. And we're gonna proceed. Okay, what is the present energy surrounding you? We're over 25 minutes, but because this reading is late, we are going to move forward and do a few more minutes. Of course, if it does become inconclusive, you have to go for the extended reading at your leisure whenever you want or feel the need to. Or maybe this is enough clarification and the extensive reading is not necessary. Uh-huh. Let's see what is the energy surrounding you now. And we just talked about, in the immediate past. Okay. The Queen of Swords, you're speaking your truth, you're saying something, and you're very cutthroat about it. Mhm. You have no regrets. You say what you mean what you say, and you stand your ground. The Queen of Swords, like the Seven of Wands, is another one of those standing your ground and speaking your truth cards. But you're still stuck in this wish fulfillment. This is something that is supposed to be for you. You're soldiering on and being very strong, but this is all to you, and this is blocked, and it's still blocked. Read those Psalms to begin to unblock this. Okay, and Psalm number 7. Okay, what is the challenge to this energy here? There it is, 7 of Wands, standing your ground. Okay, and continue to stand your ground, and you'll be giving him or her a couple of bitch slaps when you read these Psalms. Watch. Okay, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? If those of you ones are reading tonight, go to Catch Up or ZELLE. I'll be here for 2 hours live. I'm not leaving the screen, so that everyone gets their reading on real time. Okay, and we have the 6 of Cups. So this is something that's happening to you. This, needing to defend yourself and fighting some adversary, and you know this person. The 6 of Cups deals with the past, and I mean the long distant past. When you were children in elementary school, junior high school, it could be a friend or it could be a family member that has been, there's bad blood here, or there's healing is needed, because the 6 of Cups talks about the inner child being wounded and that not being healed. So we will grow up as adults with this deficiency of self, because this connects to the solar plexus, okay, which is Leo, self-love, self-esteem, self-worth. Um, and either you cause somebody to feel the opposite of that, or they try to make you feel this way because they felt that you did this to them, or there was some kind of infraction, something that someone never forgave you for and has held it against you from, until present day. And you have no idea of this. This is something that might have hit you by surprise, that someone harbored this resentment, borderline hatred towards you. And this is why they try to destroy you with this 10 of Swords. Okay? So let's look a little closer and find out what this wound was about. Okay? And this is the outcome. So let's see, what is this about? What is this about? Uh-huh. 5 of Pentacles. Someone was left out in the cold, either by you or someone you know or someone you're thinking of, and they felt a certain way about it. However, the fear of this person being left out in the cold didn't happen, because it's in the reverse. But this person has not worked on themselves, because the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse also talks about someone who has not done the inner work. Okay, and so they have to go back to childhood where the trauma is still apparent. Right? Someone doing spell work to get to for revenge. Eight of Pentacles. The Tower. Yep. This person from your past wants to bring towers to you, to hurt you. The Ten of Swords, betrayal is one of those towers. And they are doing spell work in order, and working hard too, to create this tower for you. Because they are still hurt from something that occurred between the two of you in the past. The distant past. Okay? So this is something someone has been carrying for a long time. Unbeknownst to you. Asia. Uh-huh. All right. And we have here, Five of Swords, winning at all costs. But it came out in the reverse, meaning that they did not get to defeat you. Ultimate defeat. The Ten of Swords, though, is deep enough. But this person wanted to continue. They wanted to go further, but they couldn't. They were stopped. Because it's irrational. It's irrational and irresponsible, because if someone hurts you, talk about it. Why hold resentment and not talk about it and then try to hurt that person? Try to look at something from a different perspective. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Okay, this person wanted to replace you, and they wanted their Nine of Cups. Here's the Nine of Cups in the upright. But for you, it came out in the reverse. So this is the person that is trying to go doing spell work or hire someone to do spell work to kind of block your happiness. This echoes what's been happening in the collective in the past 7 years with the karmic cycle. It's like we can't get away from it, Yeah, someone try to keep you stuck. Six of Swords, so you don't move. And this person was very delighted to hear about your failings or blockages. But there's good news coming, because you have an ancestor in the other side, in the spirit realm, that's looking at what's happening and is protecting you and the situation at hand. Okay. What else, Spirit? The outcome? There's the King of Wands, the hero, anti-hero. In your case, we all have a hero and anti-hero. This is yours, Asia. You know who this is, right? And look, it's in the reverse. It's angry, vindictive, vicious, and acts immature like a child. This person is still operating from a childhood wound space. One more. The Moon. In the upright, there's secrets. But in the reverse, it's been revealed. So whatever it was that this person was doing or who it was, it's exposed now who it is. Or you should know who it is now. What is the future? What is the future? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Please donate to ZELLE or Cash App. I much prefer that. But I'm not going to be, ungrateful. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Drama, conflict, competition. This person is competing with you, and you don't even know it. That this person needs to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist or something. This person is doing all this stuff based on the past, and it has a lot of people fighting and in uproar and gossiping. A community here that no wonder you have to defend yourself from these people. But someone just put it out there to get you in some kind of rut or in some kind of some shit. You want to get out of here. You want to get out of this thing, new beginning. You don't want to deal with this shit. But you try to, and somebody blocked you, try to stop you. Huh? Or you could move forward without no money. Because we need money for new beginnings, at least most of us. So this is how people are attacked, by attacking the finances. That's the great way to stop somebody. And many dark witches and magicians, that's what they do first. They attack the money and they attack your health. And if that don't work, they attack those close around you or do chaos magic to weaken you. And there's a Leo card here in the reverse. So something has weakened you, but you're quickly recovering, and ancestors is coming to the rescue. And there is the ancestor. There is the ancestor. And they're looking at you, pushing you forward, and your money's going to be good. Your money's going to be good. Okay. All right. Very good. H, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I hope it works for you. I hope you answered something that maybe you were looking to get an answer. I hope so. All right, Janice. Janice, you are next. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's happening with Simon. He's still crying. Okay. He just needed attention, that's all. You know. And listen, if I let him, he'll be up in me 24/7. And I tell him, you gotta grow up now. You're not a baby anymore. Uh, he was so cute, and I got him as a cute little baby. Mhm. Will eat you out of house and home. That little guy. Unbelievable. But it has brought me a lot of peace. Has brought me a lot of balance. Sometimes you get better results with plants and animals than you do with people. Okay, it's sad. All right, Janice. I read for you before. I remember you, and I remember your spirit. I know your spirit. I've already cleared the space. I have the rules. I'm getting a rosy quartz. Clear space. I'm getting rosy quartz crystal for some reason. You might need to get a rosy quartz and malachite, malachite, and an amethyst to enhance your psychic abilities. I have an amethyst. I wear one here, and in my rings, I have an amethyst here. Very good for third eye and the astral travel and the dream state. Okay, there's someone trying to come into your dream state, Janice. Okay, Janice Phillips. Janice might not be in the chat right now, but she'll see this whenever she does appear. Guys, join Patreon for specialized content. And also, if you like to buy my videos on compatibility and incompatibility of signs, you can go to VIMEO And of course, you can always go to the New School of Alexandria on my website, thepeoplesastrologer.com, and I also offer occult courses. Okay, and the descriptions and prices are there. So there's a lot there for you. Okay, and of course, if you guys have any requests of types of occult knowledge that you want to hear or know, let me know. And if it's good and safe, it will be on YouTube. If it's too intense and a little controversial, it will be on Patreon. And I'm beginning to do that this week after a long time absence of not posting videos on Patreon because of the hacking. Because they hacked all my accounts, including Instagram. That's why I had to stop. And then that was a protective measure for you so that people don't steal your information. For those of you who are on Instagram, VIMEO, and Patreon. Okay, but we have resolved everything. The attorneys took care of a lot of the cleaning up stuff, so we can now come back to the Instagram, the Vimeo, and the other ones I mentioned. I don't know why my mind is like. You have something in your mind, Janice? You getting being forgetful lately? Okay, okay, that could happen. All righty. Uh-huh. Mhm. We have the Four of Wands, which is Cancer energy, happiness, foundation, dream fulfillment, marriage, children, the happily ever after. Kind of like the Ten of Cups, right? Also a very Cancer card. And the Four of Swords. So you lay something to rest. You're done. Whatever this is, you're done with it, and it has made you a lot happier, or it should, or it will. At the bottom of the deck, we have putting something to rest. So you lay something to rest and you're done with it and you're moving on. And this might have someone upset. Like you're unbothered, unwaved. And look, a car fell on the floor. Two cars fell on the floor. Oh, by the way, I do have my tarot card course is complete. God, almost took me a year to finish it. And I'm going to be giving a lot of explanations. It is $250, but it's worth it. I will be doing a video on YouTube giving the nuts and bolts of this course, and that'll be free on YouTube, so you'll know what you're getting for those of you who are interested. Okay, yeah, because there's a lot going on YouTube with these tarot card readers, and I see so many errors and mistakes, immaturity, and downright wrongful information just from looking at the cards that it compelled me to do a tarot card course for tarot readers and then have the regular course for the general public. We got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Five of Cups. Let's put it back. Uh-huh. We're going to look at what happened in the immediate past, then look at the current energy surrounding you, the outcome, and what is in store for you for the immediate future, Janice. Uh-huh. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You dealt with some woman and that was a witch, or is a witch. There's the cat, the witchy poo. The Queen of Wands, to me, will always represent the witch. Either the good witch or the bad witch. Whether this is just subtle energy of intent and thought or an actual practicing magician. Okay? Uh-huh. So what about this Queen of Wands in the reverse? Ah, uh-huh. This Queen of Wands, this is the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is a bachelor, someone who is single and is self-made. They make their own money and they're self-made and they're abundant and they do their own thing and they march to beat of their own drum. They made their money. They are self-made. In the reverse, it's someone who's a crook, a shyster, a con artist, embezzler, racketeering, money laundering, tax evasion, very white collar crime person, and that's the what I'm getting when it comes out next to the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's someone here who is a career criminal and owes taxes, and they've been doing very well with this, with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, getting away with it. But there was a turning point here. But this is someone that uh well, this could be you. I don't think it's you because I know you, Janet. I've done readings for you before. This is not your energy. This is somebody else from your immediate past. Who is this Queen of Wands in the reverse? Let's take a look at it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Pinot Noir is the middle. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Death in the reverse. This person doesn't want a cycle to close and wants to keep a cycle of toxicity open. This could be a Scorpio woman or a Taurus woman or someone with a Scorpio moon. I'm also getting heavy Sagittarian energy too. Okay. Four of Wands. This person wanted to rock your foundation or steal it from you or destroy it, so you will not be happy. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay. And this person wanted to keep a state of unhappiness for you, or the scope in the reverse, and they wanted to keep you in a cycle. So now we know the character of this Queen of Wands. Well, we already know it because it's in the reverse. That tells you already a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This person stole from you and lied to you. Seven of Swords. There it is. Trying to destroy your company, your foundation, and doing it secretly, covertly. Mm-hmm. Next to the Four of Wands, this person was stealing your foundation or trying to destroy your family or potential to have a family, just do some shit, wicked shit. All in the hands of this Queen of Wands. And there's somebody else here that's helping this Queen of Wands. It could be a practitioner. That's a lot of that going around. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. This person wanted to put burdens on you. Ten of Wands in the upright, but it's in the reverse because by stealing from you, they were going to put you some kind of legal trouble or mess. But it backfired though. They still did cause some considerable damage because of the stealing and lying. Okay. Who is this person? Or it is the Queen of Wands. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody made a bad investment in trying to hurt you or go after you or claim something or accuse you of something which justifies this type of injustice being done to you. But this is not at all what it is. It's something else. There's another reason for this. 3, 5. Cancer, the Chariot. Okay, there's a woman here. And this was it's not this Queen of Wands. There's somebody else, like a collaborator, who hides in the background. And I'm getting like the grand madam, the grand woman who knows all the spells, who knows who to go to, where to go to, and has been very successful in not being caught and hiding behind the scenes. And it gives me a sense that this could be a family member since Cancer came out here with the Four of Wands and now the Chariot, which is Cancer. And the moon. 1, 2, 2, 3. One more. Yeah, somebody, either this person or you or someone you know or someone you're thinking of could not move forward, right? And so someone was successful, the chariot, in blocking this forward movement for you, Janice, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking of. Uh-huh. Okay, what is this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? Let's clarify that for a second. What was stolen? What was embezzled? Racketeering, money laundering, tax evasion, you know, uh, white collar crime. What we got here? The Five of Swords. Winning at all costs, defeat. But it came out in the reverse. So, despite the fact that this person is this type of person, a criminal, and may have stolen something from you, or maybe now, maybe he's trying to, they're not going to win in their ultimate goal to hurt you or steal from you. They're not going to win in the reverse. They might have done something, but they're not. They've been stopped from doing any further damage. You're very strong. The Leo card, the Lion. I've always known that about you, Janice. You always radiate this strength and confidence, and it's difficult for witchcraft or spells to work on people who are very confident because it's a high vibration. Uh huh. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is going against this person who tried to hurt you or take from you. There you go. There's karmic justice with that. What else? What else? Yeah. We have the Tower. The Tower next to the Wheel of Fortune means that whatever they did or tried to do backfired, and whatever they were trying to steal will be returned. If they haven't been caught, this tower's coming. They will. And something's going to be publicly exposed as well. Something is, whatever this is, about this Queen of Wands in the reverse energy. There is a Seven of Pentacles, bad investment. This also gives me the fact that something was attempted to be stolen from you and it did not work because this tower is here. So something did not work in someone's favor in trying to steal from you or do further damage to you or someone you know or someone you're thinking of. And there's the betrayal. Ten of Swords. And this was a Taurus person. This is the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy in the reverse. This is someone next to the Ten of Swords, probably responsible for betraying you, someone very close to you. It's a woman, or this could be you, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking of. But I doubt it. I don't get this energy that this is you. This is somebody else that you probably are not aware of. Okay. All righty. Let's continue. What is the current energy surrounding you? Janice? Excuse me. There's somebody else that paid to cash out that they wanted a reading and they said, can I get the reading today? And I could not do it because, again, the Wi-Fi got down and we didn't have no internet service. But that really had to be done privately because there was something in that, in the spirit that was disturbing. And I don't think it's appropriate to put it in the public reading. So please call me to do it privately, okay? Nine of Swords. This is the current energy surrounding you, Janice. Something is distressing you. And there's this conflict here for some kind of community that's in competition with you. There's gossip, slander, and there's people, going crazy here. I don't know if that's just keeping you upset or up at night, or the consequences that were done that now has been exposed, putting you in this openly exposed position. The Tower. The Tower. Something happened, and it caused an uproar in your community, to you or someone you know, definitely many people that you know, or a community. Something here happened, something jumped off, and it has really uprooted multiple people. But I don't feel that you were affected though. I don't get the feeling that you were affected here, which is a good thing. What is the challenge? What is the challenge here? Mm-hmm. Not being able to move to common waters, blocked or stuck. Um, let's see why. Because there's a blockage here, a challenge to move forward or to move out of a situation. Mhm. Uh-huh. Four of Pentacles. Somebody wanted to control you or keep you under the grip of control, but it's in the reverse. So this is blocked away. So this could happen. This forward movement can happen. Somebody released control, and this might have been the universe that removed someone from you who was toxic by bringing this tower to allow you to move forward. Either you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking about. The Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, 4-4. You're protected, but you still feel restless. You know, you're still unsettled. You need to buy a rosy quartz. Buy also some turquoise. Turquoise for you, you need it, and smoky quartz and a rose quartz. Gemini, the lovers. So this could someone who's stealing from you and causing distress, you know, could be a family member, like a sibling, or a cousin, or an aunt or an uncle, which is represented by Gemini. Gemini also represents the lovers. But I don't see no cups here. So I don't feel that it's the lovers. I think it's a family dynamic, a particular sibling or cousin, second cousin, first cousin, aunt or uncle. I'm getting that feeling. Or it could be a friend that betrayed you from the long past, which is what the lovers also represents. Gemini. It also represents couples too, love and romantic. But that's not out here. I don't see that here. So that's not the reference to use this card for. This is someone in the family, someone that you know that is like family, that is behind this. Maybe someone doesn't want you to go without them. And look at that. The Six of Cups. Childhood. Childhood wounds. Maybe you are doing good for yourself, Janice. I know you've been up and down, and maybe for the first time in a while, you're going on an upswing, and someone is jealous. They don't want to see that, so they want to block you because they don't want to be left behind. And this could be rational or irrational in that person's thinking, but you know you'd be surprised. And the people it's enough to motivate this person to block you, stop you. Pisces. Yeah, next to the Six of Cups, this is also past life dynamics repeating themselves in this life. So look at your birth chart, look at the South Node. The South Node and aspects to it and the sign and house describes what happened in the immediate past life, along with the fourth house. 3, 5, 6, Nine of Cups, in the reverse. This is a long time enemy from your past. The same situation that's occurring now occurred in past lives exactly. In this life, there has to be a climax, a culmination. 3, 3. It's like, yeah, a hidden enemy that's right in your face that you would never have suspected was an enemy. So the Knight of Cups is in the reverse, and the Page of Cups is in the reverse. When you have the Nine of Cups and the Page of Cups in the reverse, there's no love here. This person is out to get you. And with Pisces here, the Hangman, this could be an injustice that was done from previous past lives following you in the current life. And this person is still not letting up. So be careful who's surrounding you at this time, Janice. Mhm. Uh-huh. Let's see what is the outcome here. Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, it deals with family. And what card came out? Gemini, the lovers. Family members, there it is, the confirmation. And it's in the reverse. So you have an enemy that's within the family dynamic, and there's a toxic family dynamic here with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Mhm. This person is very clear, this family member, of what they're doing to you. There's the King of Pentacles. It could be an aunt, it could be an uncle, a father, a father figure, somebody, or it could be someone in the upright that understands what's going on and is watching what's been happening behind the scenes. And this could be a patriarch within the family. Okay, the outcome seems inconclusive because they're just watching you and see how you're going to defend yourself or how you are maneuvering yourself through these situations. In the immediate future, we have new beginnings. You're going to be all right, Janice. You're going to be all right. You've been to these cycles before, Janet. Janice, we talked about it. See, this childhood issues from the past. But you're going to move away from that because that's not really your problem. That's their problem. Making it your problem. No. They need to get over it. Go see a therapist. Do something. Get it. They have no right to hurt you or treat you in a certain way, and they're being very cowardly by not coming forward and talking to you. Instead, holding the grudge and then acting with injustices behind the scenes. And there it is, the fool moving forward. You go move forward. You're gonna move forward, and this is gonna be something of the past. If you want further detail, we can do an extended reading. All extended readings will be done tomorrow. Right? So I'll find out more on the situations. That's done. Ooh, yeah. I know I did a little more than 25 minutes because I was late with the reading because of the internet being down, and I hope this makes up for it. Now, before we go and continue with anyone who has paid in Cash App or Zelle for reading, let us discuss the download. Okay? 1 second. Oh, my NW Rupia. Uh, I talked about a timeline, and we can talk about timeline from here until we're blue because there's so many reference points and ways to divide time. That's the easy part. But when we are talking about timelines uh, in the occult, we're talking about realities that have existed that no longer exist now in real time. But those timelines that no longer exist in real time have they are connected to the next timeline, or the next timeline will be a byproduct of the current timeline. And when people talk about Atlantis, Lemuria, they are so far back in history that the reason why you don't read anything about these ancient timelines, even Egypt, is because it happened so long ago. And we don't know what took place. We have some idea through academic knowledge. We have some idea, but not really, really sure. There are chunks and pieces missing in the story that scientists and sociologists and anthropologists and archaeologists and astrologers have to kind of put in the pieces to figure out what may have happened or not happened. But in time, one figures out the matrix because every epoch, the Atlantean, Lemurian, Egyptian, they repeat the same story. The absolutely same story. What they don't tell you is that, like a soap opera, whatever happened in one epoch, when you die, that soap opera doesn't die with you. It's carried over into the next life, and you pick up from where you left off in the last epoch, in the last not soap opera but episode. You would think that each epoch has a soap opera with a beginning, a middle, and an end. The epoch is destroyed, like they usually are in these stories, and then have a new epoch with new set of circumstances, new settings, new culture, new race, new land, and you think it's different. It's not. The scenarios change, but the theme is the same. And whatever happened in the last life, 100,000 or 100 million years ago, you're going to come right back and begin from where you left off, no matter how long in antiquity it was. So we are living a long soap opera with many episodes. And all the episodes are not in one current lifetime. The episodes are spread out in past lives and future lives, which talks about past timelines and future timelines. And when King Solomon said that nothing is new under the sun, this is what he meant. Everything repeats itself. The same issues and phenomena that we talk about and experience in this current epoch have been done and said and experienced before in prior epochs. Nothing is new under the sun because everything repeats itself. The sun goes around, the earth goes around the sun one rotation a year. Have you seen the earth go through different changes in cycles every time it goes around the sun? No. The same cycle occurs because it is the same rotation around the sun. Winter, spring, summer, fall, we're going to experience it every time unless the earth stops moving around the sun and has another trajectory. But if it sticks in that same trajectory, that cycle is going to be the same no matter what age, time, or epoch we're in. Because, one solar year is one solar year. although technically it's 57 minutes and 47 seconds. Oh, so I wanted to go deeper, and I prayed and I got into a meditation to find out, how do we make sense of this? How do I explain this where it makes sense, where the public, you, don't have to be worried about this happening or that happening because it's a new experience? No, it ain't. You just don't know about it. Everything is the same. We have watchers in those timelines, like we have watchers today. We had the polarity and good and wrong and hero and anti-hero in other epochs, and we have it again today. Okay. So, what is different though in every age or epoch is the ones who are ruling. The ones who are ruling. Okay. Um, for example, let's say Israel, like in the Old Testament, Israel was surrounded by many enemies. Egypt, Damascus, Syria being but just a few. And let's say they dominate Israel and rule Israel for X amount of years. Then they're overthrown, but now the Edomites take control, or the Phoenicians, or the Amorites, or the Hittites. Israel is always being attacked by its foreign neighbors, surrounded by enemies. That's always been the history with that, with Judaism. Um, you survive the takeover, but it affects you. But then you have another country doing the same thing and use the same tactics, and it's the same experience all over again. Just on a different timeline or on a different epoch. And these people might think that they're being original and authentic in experience, but it's not. It's just it's the same experience cloaked in a different packaging. Why is this important for you to know? Because if you know that life is supposed to go a certain way, because it's always gone that way throughout the ages, only it's cloaked in different ways, then it kind of takes away the edge of mystery, intensity, and sorrow. Because you know that these things are supposed to be in place to create that. And if you come in knowing that, then you're not going to take to heart life's traumas and tribulations and things like that, because somehow they're all connected in teaching us something and advancing us towards something. Even if we don't know what that is, we know that we become better people after an intense experience. Whether we like it or not, whether we participate in it or co-sign it with it or not, listen, you all know what I've been through. I'm still going through as far as the break. March 27th, 28 p.m. YouTube. Okay. But you've all seen me, my subscribers who've known me from day one, and you know how I was. Drinking, my music, my weed, and cha-cha-cha, and I'm still pretty much the same way. But I had to change many things. I've become molded and metamorphosized to be stronger, better, more efficient than where I was. And what shaped me now was this intense 7-year karmic cycle of experience, in which the most strenuous test was thrown at me, including attempted murder 3 times, physically with a gun, and 14 times through death spells. And you all see me get sick, you all see me lose weight, I lost my apartment, and you see me be homeless, you see me be in hotels, you see me, and I am still here, and I look stronger and better. So what we can take away from this repetitive cycle of nothing new under the sun, like what is the few? What's the purpose for having this experience if everything repeats itself. It's because the way we handle crisis, the way we handle the experiences, the way we handle things is different every time, even though we're presented with the same circumstances. So that is what seems to appeal to the gods, is how we respond to what's thrown at us. Right? The same way that we go through life like that down here, well, guess what? The gods themselves go through the same experience. And having said that, let's jump right in. If we want to talk about the beginning, the very beginning, right? We have to go to the Polarian epoch. The Polarian epoch was the very beginning where all the planets were cast off from the central mass and the Earth, and everything was becoming formed. Now, the tree of life that you see here with all the planets, that's not how it started. This is the end result. But the tree of life started out like this. Uranus is the king of the gods. Beyond him is the void of black space, the womb of Gaia, the world of the gods, which is hidden. Here we have Uranus. We have Saturn, his oldest son, Jupiter, because they're brothers, second oldest son. And here we have Neptune, the third son. And Mars, of course, is the son of Jupiter, whose wife is Hera, in keeping with the mythology. Here we have Mercury, that's always with the sun, and much mystery about Mercury. No one knows the mythology of Mercury. It's still a mystery. And over here, we have the Earth. Notice that the Earth is not a globe. It is wobbly, and these pieces of land are flying out into space. Ooh. Because the centrifugal force of the planet is too fast. The Earth was spinning very fast. It's not spinning like it is today, very slow. In those days, it spun really fast to the point where chunks of pieces of the Earth was flying out into space. So man, and yes, man did exist even then. And they don't tell you this. And dinosaurs. But they lived at the poles, where there was crustacean of land masses. In the middle, the land masses were flying out into space because the speed of the Earth was too fast. That's why it's called the Polarian epoch, because life existed at the poles where it was much warmer, much cooler, and these molten lava, magma, flying out into space pieces. We're talking now at a trajectory timeline of close to 7 trillion years ago. Not billions, trillions. Scientists have it wrong. And everything is much older than what they've said. But scientists are not going to know that specifically because past, present, and future exist in the same continuum outside of Earth. Here is where time exists, but not out here. So 1 minute could be 1,000 years. 1 second can be a lifetime. Can you imagine that? So Uranus deals with chaos. Oh, let me fix this. Hold on 1 second. And when I put tape, it slides off. I have to hammer the bit with nails. Okay, so I'm on top of the tree of life, trying to find it now. Uranus is the planet of chaos. come on. Seriously? You mean to tell me I ran out of nails? And you know, that's been up forever. But today that I actually do the real video is when it starts to fall down. And I nailed it. Nails. See, the things like that is a result of magic that can cause distraction. Wow, I don't have another nail. It's supposed to be that way. Okay. Amazing how that happens. Amazing. It never gets old. Okay. Let me, there's nothing I can do about it, but soldier on. Okay. So Uranus leading the triad or the early tree is chaos. Saturn rules structure and form and is tempered by Jupiter. Here, because Uranus rules chaos, and here the sun is too close to the emerging Earth, the Earth never takes a globe form. And this is the Polarian epoch. Okay, hundreds of millions of years later, or more, is unknown. We'll go into the Hyperborean. But here, the planets at the bottom are the first archons that are supposed to kind of like prepare the foundation for the Earth. The upper triad, the three here, Jupiter, Uranus, and Saturn, they're the supervisors. While here we can say that Mars, Mercury, and Neptune are like the drone workers. They put into foundation the blueprint of the upper gods. Neptune supplies the oceans, Mercury supplies the trees and plants, and Mars supplies the churning core that eventually will be the core. Right now it's lava, right? That will make the Earth spin. So these are the three triads, along with the sun, that's supposed to create the Earth with the trees, the waters, the flowers, all of that stuff. But it doesn't take form because Uranus, the god of chaos, is leading the triad. So the Earth never takes form. Then we go into the Hyperborean epoch. Here, something happens here, which the book of Genesis just hints at it by 2 or 3 sentences or even 2 or 3 words. Something happens. Saturn, and it's not explained why, commits patricide and kills Uranus, moving it out of the lead and putting it here. In its place is born Venus, which Venus is not here because she doesn't exist because the planet Uranus has not been cast off. The moon doesn't exist either because the Earth has not gotten a globe yet. Here we have what's called a galactic infiltration. It is here where I believe there was a war with Jehovah and the gods and the angels. The Bible talks about 200 angels falling and they fell to earth. That's the God threw the angels out of heaven and they landed on earth. That's not how it actually happened. Saturn killing his own father caused a galactic war. Now other beings from other galaxies, constellations, what have you, came here to see what was happening. It was treason. But by Saturn doing this and taking lead, it gave form to the globe. It could not happen here with Uranus, the god of chaos. It would never take form. Saturn had to commit patricide take over. And now the earth is beginning to globe up. But there's a fight here because other beings want to take control of the earth and its resources and not allow early man in the making to have its space. Here we have the Lord of hosts. When Jesus talks about in my house, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. Doesn't this look like a house, like a mansion? And these are the many mansions that are infinite and universal. That's what he's talking about in codes. Okay. We have Mars, we have Neptune closer to the Earth, and we got Mercury closer to the Earth. And although through the leadership of Saturn, it's globing up, there is an interference of the archons, particularly the reptilians that came in, and this caused a war under Saturn that caused an intrusion and an infiltration of the celestial court or the higher courts. This battle is in Genesis, but in 2 or maybe 3 sentences. Okay? This is why those 200 angels were turned out of heaven. There was a fight, treason, and Saturn, although what was done was unjust, like Cain and Abel below, it seemed to have worked out in forming the globe. But then we move from the Hyperborean epoch to the Lemurian epoch. And here Neptune takes over and puts Saturn on the side. And again, Neptune rules water, oceans, is nebulous, and the Earth once again goes back to its wobbly state with magma. So that didn't work out. So here we got Mars, which is very destructive. And here we got Uranus, the god of chaos. So the god of chaos and the god of war together, paralleling the Earth, recreated the same situation here in the Polarian epoch. So it didn't work with Uranus. It worked with Saturn, but he was removed from the galactic court and placed Neptune. But Neptune's lead just turned the Earth back into wobbly magma, and with Uranus, the god of chaos, closer than when he was up here, the Earth will never take globe. And with Mars' destruction, the Earth will never take globe. It will never be this. Right? And then from the Lemuria, we go to the Atlantean, Egyptians, and our current epoch, the area. And I will explain that. Unfortunately, this shit is falling apart, so it is going to take me off focus. So we're going to have to come back. I will come back. Yes, I will. If there are people that need to be read and I see it in the cash app. If not, I bid you good night. Please donate. Please give. I'm going to have a lot more downloads to give you. Let me just fix this. I hope this helps somebody. Bitch. Finish button. Are you sure you want to stop singing?